All right. Well, greetings, everyone, and welcome and thank you for choosing to spend a bit of time with us today to learn ways to maximize your NGA resources. And in some cases, maximize also means equipping you to find what you're hoping to look for on the website. So this walkthrough of the Resource Hub was born from comments by members like you, maybe even you, who are seeking a more holistic view of NGA resources and also how to share the availability of these resources with your colleagues. So it is our hope that there is something in this webinar for everyone. If you ever attended one of our events or downloaded a Glass technical paper, some of this information might be old hat. And if that's the case, this is where we hope you will help be ambassadors to your coworkers who may not be as exposed to the association and its activities as you currently are. NGA offers a wide variety of tools for free to the entire industry, and we will go over many of those today. NGA has also reserved some items exclusively for members. If your company is a member of NGA, these tools and resources are available to every single one of your employees. So we want to go deep with you. We want to reach as many people as possible to help pair you with the NGA offerings that are most helpful and applicable to you and your jobs. This webinar is being recorded and will be available for later online viewing. If you have questions along the way, we will do our best to address them as time permits at the end of the presentation. And if we can't get to them live, we will certainly follow up with you by phone or email. We will be walking through the Resource Hub step by step to address what each element is and what's behind the door, so to speak. The flow of the Resource Hub is organized in a way that we view member and stakeholder engagement to grow and expand with each step. This is a less passive webinar like some of our educational Thirsty Thursdays we host. So I encourage you to open your browser to glass.org so we can walk through this together. I will be moving between this presentation and my browser as well. So I'm going to take a moment to turn off my camera so we can focus on the material at hand. To begin, from the glass.org homepage, we'll click from the member drop-down menu and then click the hub. As a trade association representing the glazing and glass building products industry, we will always advocate for membership. Not just because we want more people to join our amazing community, but because each and every voice added increases the weight of our voice when we're talking with building code officials, codes and standard setting bodies, regulatory agencies, educational systems, and our international peers and counterparts. Our aim is to bring you excellent value and value adds to make sharing your voice an important choice for you too. So you're officially in or are thinking about it. We won't get into that process today, but I will introduce you to someone shortly that is ready to help when you are. Whether you're a member or not, you can create a user profile through our website on glass.org. Your dashboard tracks all of your activity and transactions with the association. So let me show you a bit more detail in my browser. We've gone to membership and the hub, and we're clicking on your dashboard. Did you get a new title or has your location changed? You can update that within your profile. Transaction history, as it's named, will show all transactions you've made through our website. This can be for both free or paid activities and gives you the option to print the page if you need a history of transactions. Under events, you can register for an event and also see what upcoming events you've already registered for. Under directories, the NGA directory lists all current NGA member companies, and we will come back to that specifically in a moment. But let's take a quick look at committees while we're here. NGA has 4 primary committees: Advocacy, Fabricating, Forming, and Installing, each representing a different segment of our membership as described in its purpose. What's important to note here are the items that are hyperlinked below. All of these represent active task groups that are currently working towards building a resource for the industry. So if we click on one, for example, Challenges Faced by Fire-Rated Glazing, this shows the 18 members who are contributing towards the development of this resource. So if you're in a position of wanting to get involved but don't quite know how to start, don't even know what is available to you, consider a task group in one of our committees. And this is a great way to go about finding what is open, what might fit your niche in the industry. Committee membership and engagement is open to NGA members only. And while each committee has a mission or issue it represents, the fabricating, installing, and advocacy committees are open to all members, no matter your business classification. Finally, under online store, you can conduct a product search, such as a manual or glass technical paper, or what we'll abbreviate to GTP. We'll revisit this again shortly, but don't forget about product history. Any manual or GTP you previously purchased is stored here. So if you lose a link that was emailed to you or your computer crashes, you can always come back here to find it again. So now that we've explored the dashboard, occasionally login snafus do still happen. So while forgot password is always an option, we also have this dream team who can assist you. You may have already interacted with Alicia, Josh, or Casey, but simply drop a message to loginhelp@glass.org or call NGA's phone number at extension 3003 to receive customized assistance from any of them. When we mentioned membership previously, Josh is also your person to assist you during that process as needed. We are now on to the next rung within the resource hub, so it's time to get informed. One of NGA's flagship programs is myglassclass.com, our online education and training platform. A majority of the courses are currently geared toward glazers. However, there's content applicable to all segments of the industry and can act as a great entree for new hires, including sales reps. These courses establish a common language and introductory exposure to concepts that are often seen in the field. Our workforce development team within NGA can also assist you with incorporating myglassclass.com into existing company training programs or to help create a custom glazer apprenticeship program. Let's have a quick look at a video that outlines more about how you can use myglassclass.com.
There's a lot that goes into building your training program, and the National Glass Association is here to help. MyGlassClass.com's online training takes the guesswork out of the classroom learning component that is the foundation to effective training. MyGlassClass.com's online training is accessible anytime and anywhere and offers more than 24 hours of learning, including 27 online courses, with each containing knowledge checks throughout the material and a final exam that must be passed at 80% or higher. A printable completion certificate issued for each course successfully passed. Individual learner accounts that house each student's printable transcript and a record of certificates received. And MyGlassClass.com courses are now also available in Spanish. But that's not all. Let's take a look at some of the other benefits and features of incorporating MyGlassClass.com's online training into your program. By choosing MyGlassClass.com's online training, you can also get convenient invoicing that can be paid online, back-end account setup and enrollment for all learners, customized MyGlassClass.com group creation for your organization that includes easy access to all your registered learners, and access to online management features for monitoring learner progress, including the ability to review transcripts, completion certificates, program progression, and even the time spent on each course. Furthermore, you'll have access to quick review dashboards, individual and mass messaging capabilities, and the ability to generate reports. While MyGlassClass.com's online training was built to help you quickly get up and running, we're also flexible to your needs. Reach out to us at any time to discuss getting your program started.
All right, we've addressed myglassclass.com. Now let's browse our resources. NGA's technical and advocacy arm is the driving force behind hundreds of technical and reference materials at your disposal. By clicking Browse Resources, this takes you directly to our online store where you can access these manuals and glass technical papers or GTPs. Here, you can conduct a product search as broad or as focused as needed. You can adjust the product name, type, or topic. In this case, type will be manual, glass technical paper, design guide, and so on. Also shown is an example of how you can search by topic, whether that's by segment of contract glazing, fabrication, even safety, mirror, tempering, and so on. And when in doubt, you can always leave all fields blank and simply click search to get an alphabetical listing of all store offerings. One final stop under Get Informed takes you to our free publications, Glass Magazine and Window and Door Magazine. Subscriptions to both publications are free and are issued 6 times per year. In addition, both publications have a corresponding weekly e-news delivered at no charge to your inbox. All versions, both print and digital, also have advertising packages available pending your company's goals in reaching this combined audience of over 40,000 people. Education and training, technical manuals and reference papers, plus award-winning industry coverage with editorial and research articles and interviews. Pending your needs, we have something to help you get informed. So now we've reached the 3rd level of engagement on the Resource Hub, Get Connected. This is where the true magic of belonging to the association starts to come to life. You've gotten your feet wet and explored materials available to you. Now you're getting into the relationship building side of belonging to NGA, and we want to help you integrate quickly. I'd be remiss if I didn't share comments from one of our most recent events, the NGA Glass Conference in Miramar Beach, Florida, because it perfectly summarizes what you can expect. The person said, "I've been to many shows across several industries, and by far the glass industry and the professionals who attend NGA events are inclusive, welcoming, and just fun to be around. You can't ask for a much better endorsement of our community than that." Another one of NGA's flagship events is its trade show, Glass Build America. Business gets done, new relationships are forged, and partnerships grow stronger. In 2022, over 8,000 people came to Las Vegas for one of our biggest shows yet. We are moving about the country to new locations beginning in 2024, so mark your calendar and we hope you'll make plans to attend. NGA also hosts several educational events throughout the year, including 2 technically focused NGA Glass conferences, plus the Building Envelope Contractors Conference, or the BEC, which is coming up just 3 weeks from now, and the Glazing Executives Forum, which is hosted alongside Glass Build America in the fall. Every other year, NGA has also assumed the hosting of GPAD, that's Glass Processing Automation Days. We have these different events, which are built with specific audiences in mind, explained in more detail at glass.org/events/calendar, along with dates of our upcoming events. I would also personally be happy to discuss the different educational events with you better in order to understand how they apply to you and your company. Finally, our member directory by company is available to everyone on glass.org. This is a quick and easy way to see who is a current member and get some basic company information. Within the membership hub, click on member directory, or from the homepage, you'll see it up in the ribbon at the top, also listed as Find a Member. From there, it will open the directory search. To start, I recommend leaving, again, all fields blank and clicking search. Just like the store, this will bring up all member companies alphabetically, just to get a lay of the land. You can further refine your search by classification. These are our business classifications based on how you joined. So if you're looking for suppliers of hardware, for example, you can search by that type of business classification and it will show you members that fit that category. You can also search by state, for example, if you're looking for a company based in a particular region. Overall, NGA staff will do our best to help get you integrated at events and want to help you make connections as well. But please consider these 3 areas as your jumping off points. Finally, get involved. You've browsed resources, you've attended events, and met new peers in the industry. Now we hope you'll choose to share your voice and expertise to help move the industry forward. Upon clicking the Advocate button, you'll be taken to our Advocacy landing page. The purpose of this arm of NGA and the efforts of its member volunteers is to work with standards and code-setting bodies representing GLAS on key building and regulatory issues and educating outside stakeholders on the benefits and uses of GLAS building products. I'm going to shift back over to a browser at this time because we have just debuted a few recent navigation updates that should help focus searches in this area for you as well. So from the membership hub again, we are going to click Advocate, and that takes you to the Advocacy landing page. Up here, Advocacy drop-down menu will show you a few other items to browse. Under Initiatives, priority issues demonstrate what NGA is focusing on in the coming year, particularly with its glass and glazing advocacy days in mind. Each of these items, bird-friendly glazing, high-performance glazing, school security, recyclability, and registered apprenticeship programs, open up to one-pagers that we use for legislator education or just other easy education to share in a concise manner what our request and what our issue and strategies are. Also under Initiatives, I invite you to click on Legislation. We have been involved with Buy Clean California Act matters, as well as New York City's Green Deal in previous years. And again, there are more advocacy resources that you are welcome to download and share with your local jurisdictions and building code officials as needed as well. Under Building Codes and Standards, this is another new section to take a look at. And this is just an accordion of our current activities as impacted by DOE, the International Code Council, and so on. We hope, again, that you'll explore this in more detail. And also, if this is in your wheelhouse and you'd like to get more involved specifically in advocacy initiatives and how NGA shapes its legislative priorities, please let us know. We've recently formed a new strike team that is seeking input from members for quick response to certain items that come up as needed. Another way to share your voice is to volunteer for any number of our task groups. I believe we saw previously on the committee's page, there are a host of different task groups working on items on a variety of different issues, and we would love to have your voice and perspective represented as well. In addition, this is just a snapshot of how our organization is structured with our committees and the different resources or deliverables we produce. If you visit the advocacy page again, and beneath that further on get involved and committees, you'll see this participate in committee work here. So that is the page to learn more about our structure, the mission of each committee, the active committees that are open and what some of their purposes are. And then finally, this takes you back to the page we looked at previously with all of the open committees. So the good news is there's more than one way to find what you're looking for. Our final stop on the Resource Hub is to share. Our hope is that you will find resources, events, opportunities, and connections that will foster your desire to bring people into our community as well. Upon clicking Share, we're asking for your help sharing your experiences and findings within NGA with others. In addition, you'll find a quick download that what we call What We Do, and this is a PDF that's meant to be an easy to share document with others. And I have that open here. This is what you can expect to find. One page, double-sided, and we update this typically before every event so that it's current with the latest manuals that have come out, the latest events, as well as product offerings. As we've reviewed so far, many of the benefits outlined are open to members and non-members alike. But along the right-hand side of the Resource Hub is a section specific to NGA membership. With membership comes access to a private selection of FAQs, resources, webinars, downloads, and curated presentations. And remember, one of the key reasons we're driving this point home is because membership, in most cases, is company-based, So while NGA may have between 3 to 10 contacts at any given company in our database, we know there are many, many more at your companies who aren't interacting with the association in some way, finding resources that may help them with their specific role. So we would love to continue to assist you in helping spread NGA's offerings throughout your company's internal platforms. Members get access to a special codes and standards help center. Here, our advocacy and technical team has assembled some of their most recurring questions into an easy to digest Q&A format, segmented into different areas such as energy, safety, sustainability. Here's an example of some of the topics addressed under the sustainability section, and the list continues on. NGA has partnered with Safety Consulting, Inc. to curate 50 safety bulletins that address training, and all of which satisfy OSHA's training requirements. Many are also customized specifically to address the glass and glazing industry. These are also available within NGA's online store by selecting the members only safety bulletin from the product type drop-down menu, as shown here. Did you know also that NGA is an AIA provider and has typically between 8 and 10 courses developed and ready for use? NGA's volunteer task groups work diligently to create these courses, drawing on experience and existing NGA glass technical papers and manuals to curate relevant presentations for a variety of levels to introduce outsiders, stakeholders, design professionals to the glass and glazing industry. To get started, simply click the button, email us to become a presenter. Completing a simple speaker agreement will open up the resources to give presentations of your choosing. So as NGA is the credit provider, upon completion of a live presentation, you will email me the attendance form, and NGA will process the credit and create certificates of completion for your participants. So using NGA's presentations can be a great way to start getting in front of more design professionals with minimal advanced effort. Also, thanks to NGA's partnerships, the association is able to share with its members select webinars that were previously given to a private audience through its association alliances and chapters. NGA also has an official alliance with the American Subcontractors Association. This partnership allows NGA members access to a variety of ASA's resources, also typically reserved for their membership only. By logging in and clicking the ASA resources prompt from the Resources Hub, you'll have access to a catalog of ASA's past Contractors Compass newsletters, plus their bi-monthly CESCO report, which is ASA's HR-focused newsletter. Finally, NGA has arranged for a member discount on UPS shipping and freight, so don't miss this opportunity to save a little extra on your operational expenses. I introduced a few members of our team earlier in the program, but wanted to remind you again to reach out to Alicia, Josh, and Casey anytime using login help at glass.org. They help with many, many more things in addition to login and registration matters, and also be sure to look out for them at a variety of our future events. Alicia Hamilton is going to join me now as we have just a few minutes left. I'd be glad to try to answer any more questions before we sign off.
Thank you, Sarah. We just have 2 questions for right now. The first question being, can you tell us how to get to the hub page?
Sure. Let me switch over to my browser and get to the home page. So glass.org just is our starting point. To get to the hub, simply click the membership drop-down menu, and then the hub is the first option here, what we do for you. And again, while I did this in presentation form, we took the Get Started, the Get Informed, the Get Connected, and the Get Involved sections step by step so that you can hopefully find what you're looking for. Again, our hope with the hub is to be, in addition to the home page, just kind of your one-stop shop that will quickly get you to sections of the website quickly based on what you're looking for.
We have one more question. Where did you say I can see my event registration?
Sure. So we are going from the hub, I'm going to click on Dashboard. And this takes you to the option to register event, but also the events that you've registered for. I have not registered for anything yet, but this would normally populate, for instance, today's webinar and any future events you've registered for. It looks like we may have a few in the chat as well.
Yes. If we purchase a course on myglassclass.com, will we automatically get the discounted price?
If you are, and I need to probably confirm with someone on this, but I believe there's a member and a non-member price for the courses. So if you are a member, you'll get that discount upon signing up.
And then we have another question. Do I have to be logged in to get members only products in the store?
You do, yes, exactly. So that is one thing that you'll want to do first. And it's oftentimes just a good jumping off point. In addition to accessing things that are on your dashboard, accessing these, let me pop back over here, accessing these items such as the UPS discounts, the ASA resources, the AIA opportunities, you need to be logged in to access all of those, correct? And again, sorry, just to elaborate, once you are logged in and you are on the hub, these are all listed on the right-hand side of the page.
We have another question. Where can I add a couple of my colleagues to our company membership?
Okay, so that one would be, that is a membership. I was hoping I had the membership page already pulled up. So if you go to dashboard, and I will say I'm not logged in correctly. I'm logged in as an individual as opposed to a company. But if you are a company, you'll have one more item above where it says my profile that says company profile. And you should be able to click on that and add your colleagues. The other way to go about it is, I believe, to start fresh, and that would be to create a new account. And then there's the option for the people to search your company. So if I'm Sarah setting up a new account, I create my username and password, and then I could search company that I want to be affiliated with. And that is the part that would tie them to your company record as well.
And you can also reach out to Josh Lowe about any membership questions. I'll provide you with his email as well. And that is all of the questions for right now.
And I'll put this page back up as well. This is the easiest thing to remember, loginhealth@glass.org. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks, Alicia, for joining me on the call. And have a great afternoon, and we look forward to seeing you at a future NGA activity.